Awesome. Show me the way to you indeed, folks. Hope you enjoyed those selections. The censors won't, but they can bite me. I'm telling you, 80s mecha anime is where it is at, my friends. They just knew what was up. They really did. Okay, so welcome back in some of your cases, I hope, to Mecha Mondays. I'll be your pilot today, Fragath, and my controller is working. That's good. It stopping and doing that, on the other hand, is not. Did the cable get joggled? Yes! We're back. Okay. This is a good thing. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. And Michael. And let's get this going. Oh, I've already got my SP stat up to 99. Nice. So last time we finished fighting for Space Noid Freedom in the 0079 arc of Gundam Battle Universe. Now it's time to get hot-blooded for the 0083 Stardust Memory arc as Zeon. We are having to... Come on. Okay, so we start off with a choice between a Zaku 2 F2, which is okay. It's got a foot missile. It's actually not bad. Or a Dom Tropin, which is what we're going to be doing. Dom Tropins are red. Granted, the F2 has more weapons. It's got a nice sub-weapon in the foot missile. It's not bad, but in a choice between any Zaku variant and a Dom variant, we're probably going to do that last one. Doms are great. Make no mistake. So the way this is basically going to flow, if my memory serves, is we're going to basically be starting off with the Dom Tropin. I think there's another... That's not good. There's going to be another Dom Tropin variant, I think. There's also Gelgoog Marines. We're going to wind up transitioning, I think, to the Gelgoog Marines. Oh, and the Zamel. We'll get the Zamel at some point, but it's going to be like right at the end where we have no relevant ground missions to use it on. Just realized my audio is a little high and I may have to tweak it. Flash indeed. We do eventually get the GPO too, about midway through. That is going to be useful, but its super attack is very messy. I didn't want to switch weapons. I don't know why I did that. The Gerbera Tetra will be nice. The real star of the show that we'll actually have access to is the Valvaro, which our AI partner is going to be in the entire rest of this arc, pretty much, for better or for worse. Okay, so the GPO2 is getting slammed. I tell my ally to shoot at the GPO1 if they possibly could. Thank you. Some parts of this arc are easier than others. Do we get to do cleanup or do we have to run too? That I do not remember. So this mission, this first mission of this arc, just throws us right in there. We're good. We killed everyone. That's nice. Unfortunately, it's a multi-part. And I think we also have to defend here, which is tricky. I'll be doing charge shots where applicable, or SP shots, whatever. That is mostly going to serve us in good stead. So far I've been getting lucky with the shield hits. I haven't been passively blocking too much, which is a good feeling. Oh boy. Now I have to defend this guy. Uh-oh. It's burning. It's a carrot hater. He hates carrots. We won't have that. Eat healthy. Gato! He doesn't like cats either. And that's not okay. We like cats here. Burning is just not having any of it. And I approve. Burning is a boss, but he's going to, unfortunately, not survive. Or fortunately, not here. He doesn't die here, but we knocked him out pretty good. Maybe. Here we go. We're good. That went pretty well. So yeah, Stardust Memory. So our basic plan here is to steal a giant war crime and use that war crime to yammer on about our war crime ideals, and then I think it was commit more war crimes. But they're not war crimes. It's freedom fighting. That's very different, as everyone knows. If Zeeks and Space Noids are doing it, it is not evil. It is obviously the moral high ground, right? Right. Moral high ground. Definitely. Standing on that. Standing so high on the moral high ground that we can't even breathe. The difference here is a slight difference in base stats and a different super, so don't worry about that. Instead, worry about the Zamel. He's our boy. We actually got the Zamel early. I didn't have to go back and refight that mission, and that's good. Let's see here. Yeah, mostly we're going to be using that cannon. We are not. Don't get too used to the Zamel. We only have it for like 4 more missions, maybe. Maybe 3. It's not many. It's a big artillery boy. So a target exists. I love that animation. I don't know what it's doing right now. It's not shooting at him, that's what it's doing. Unfortunately, being the Zamel, we are a colossal target, so we are going to take hits. I didn't want to do that. Didn't want to do that either. That's okay. I'm going to shoot at this. We have a missile launcher which shoots a bunch of missiles out at once. We have killed the thing. We have a target point which we are very much not going to use at this time. I mean, okay, we could, but we won't. Instead, we're gonna do that, which is me popping my super and then cycling targets as quickly as my thumb can fiddle the stick. And, you know, I'll just kind of generally get in the way. That is your positive reinforcement that I am indeed a very large target. But I have a lot of damage that I can deal out. So that went okay. Still got an S rank for it, so that's fine. There's the F2 Kai. There's the Desert Domtropen. Neither of which we're going to care about. Here is everybody's favorite mission type, the defense mission, because of course. I don't think I have to use any of these in order to unlock anything either, which is very nice. And yeah, again, they have slightly tweaked stats. I don't know what the NB stands for. But it's a model Kai. You can see the command horn, and that usually means it's got better stats, which it does, as you can see. F2 to the F2NB, whatever the NB stands for. I don't remember now. Desert Tropen is also slightly better, slightly, than the regular Dom Tropen in terms of stats, but it has, I think, a melee super attack or something. It's got a different one. So it's kind of dodgy. Instead, we just use the ZAML more. We're building up its beefy stats, beefiness, its health, and whatnot. None of that's going to matter in a mission or two because we're doing this HLV thing. There is, I think, a mission in the middle of this from like side story content that we have to go back and do terrestrial stuff, so the ZAML will be good there. After this, I think we'll probably get the Draw C. Yes, one of these missions. We have to get resources. So this mission I'm almost certainly not going to get an A rank on early, which is terrific. Oh, I meant to grab one that was further away, but whatevs. Notice how large the ZAML is. It is a big boy. It also has hover movement, so it's kind of slippy slidey. I'm gonna kill enemies when they appear as best we can. They're being really benevolent, but we are on the clock. Don't do that! Don't do that! I decided apparently not to target the enemy that was out there because either it got hit or whatever. So that's going to be a B. We're going to go after the GM custom first. Not much it's going to be able to do. Yes, my charging melee attack is indeed me spinning the gun around a lot, which is the best and goofiest thing in the world. They had fun. Enjoy that, Ko. Eat your carrots, Ko. Eat 'em. Big carrots. That could have gone a lot worse. That actually went fairly well. It's going to give me an A because I didn't get all the containers strapped in and it probably took too much damage. We can do that again, that's not a problem. So, space missions, draw C, hooray. I'm going to give this one more go. I'm actually going to beef up the movement stat a bit. because they didn't throw too many enemies at me, which was good. And we weren't too slow, which is also good. Okay, so let's target ones that are far away. One Just getting the rest will be much easier. These are unfortunately destructible containers, which is means that I can shoot them and blow them up, which is bad. Trying to conserve some SP for when the actual enemy officers show up. There we go. I'm going to tell my ally to put in work. Did not quite get him. There we go. That went well. The HLV took a substantial number of hits, but that should still be an S. And it is. I don't think we'll get any units from it, and that's fine. So now we are forced to no longer use our delightful big boy, the Zamel, and now are forced to do other things, which is not ideal. We can keep using the Zakus, we can't use any of the Doms, or we can use the Drasi, which is an option. I'll give it that. I'm probably going to put my ally in the Zaku 2 F2NB. Probably. I may give the Drasi a whirl, though. Unfortunately, it's also very fragile, so I am likely to take some serious damage. It has very questionable shooty guns. We're mostly going to be using the Sturmfaust. Going to use the Sturmfaust a lot. It also has, I think, a melee super if memory serves. We'll find out. We'll find out. Ow. I think this is Keith we just shot to pieces. He probably had it coming. We have the modified Salamisuses. I think I got stuck in the corner there. We don't want them escaping, so we're going to shoot them a lot. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what I'm stuck on. I am caught on something, though. We definitely want to kill these guys. Okay, so there goes, like, even a B ranking at this stage. But we're going to hurt him. But I got whacked. He was definitely keeping an eye on me there. Let's real quick. Beef up our stats a smidge. Actually, let's put it into melee if we've got a melee super. I'm probably going to switch to the that Zaku. We do, though, fairly soon Ugh, why would you miss like this? Do not want this thing getting away. Ow. It hurts. Oh god, it hurts. Okay, so we're going to be switching to something that actually has some health. Because that's just not going to work for us. I'm going to try and blitz down this ship as quickly as I can. I don't think they make that many. Of course he's invincible. Don't you do this. And we're also going to keep boosting a lot. I tell my ally to please kindly make that thing not live. Clank! I think Mancha is in here too. Please stop. Ah, good, my ally took care of business. What a relief. Ow. I'm stuck. Stab it. Whew. Okay, so that's going to be like a B. Yup, there it is. It's all fun and games until we get the Gelgoog Marine. Then we can actually do things. Right now, they are not affording us that opportunity. I think this is the Valvaro mission, which is hard as nails. How many can I shoot in the burst? I can shoot 3, and then I can shoot 4 once I have that. Yeah, the difficulty is deciding what weapon to commit on. I think I'm going to commit on you. Yeah, let's do that. Once I get a Gelgoog Marine, particularly the SEMA Gelgoog Marine, things will improve. I'm going to hope that I can get the Valvaro from this. I think this is the mission that drops it because it's where the Valvaro appears. Tell my ally to please kindly shoot that, or super that when you have a chance. Ow, 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 ow. I almost have my super built back up. And clank. There we go. I don't think that'll be an S, but it was, so we're good. There it is. Okay, so we're basically set until we get the GPO2. This is a Rick-Dom 2. We're just going to ignore that. We don't care about it. This is Amel. That's a Gelgoog Marine. It's great. Whatever. It's got shooty guns. But this is the Valvaro. They call it the Valwaro. I don't I don't profess to know how they Romanize anything anymore. Bottom line is it is a mobile armor, and it is pretty good at its job. Pretty darn good. And our ally is going to be using that a lot, and one of the main reasons for this is it has plasma leaders, which are this thing that I'm going to boost the stats on, which are uh, friggin' splendid is what they are. They are its sub weapon, and it's really, really good. You will see. You will see. Um, I'm probably going to use the GPO2 once I get that. Once we unlock that. Because the GPO2 is pretty decent as well. So that's a plasma leader. It just kind of goes out there and latches on. It's kind of good. It does take a while to reload. But it's kind of like giant, shocky, evil funnels. And our super is lots of them. Also probably going to use the missiles instead of the beam cannon. Okay. So we're going to do that. Have a nice day, Ko. Enjoy that. And yes, the damage stacks from all of that, and it's beautiful. It fills me with joy, anyway. So if my ally does it at the same time, it'll, and we have Gatling guns for some reason. I don't know. Gatling guns are pretty inconsequential. The missiles are pretty decent. The Gatling guns, fortunately, just dump bullets. They shoot, like, I don't know, 4 or something projectiles per shot. It's pretty good. That may not be an S, yeah, because I took a ton of damage in the process. Problem with the Valvaro compared to, say, the new Zeal is it does not have an eye field, and it can therefore get pretty badly injured. Not to worry, however. And yeah, maxing out its damage means it's like another 2 damage per tick, so that's kind of irrelevant. Instead, I'm going to boost the reload time, projectile travel time, and accuracy. I'm going to do accuracy over that. After I get that up, it'll probably be the missile pod, because I can affect the accuracy on that, whereas I can't really do that with the Mega Particle Cannon or the 110 millimeter Gatling, which is a really, really large bore gun. And after that, it's all about health and resistance. Probably resistance first, because it can use it. The beam cannon is kind of only useful against stationary targets because of the way mobile armor beam weapons work. Because you can't lead very well. You just kind of shoot out. And they tend not to curve very much, so they just kind of, if they're going to hit, they're going to hit. And ships are basically static. So we're going to ignore the beam cannons for the most part. And ideally avoid damage too, but that may not be possible. Ooh, not what I wanted to target. Where'd that friggin' thing go? Did I let it get away? I think I did. Oh, my ally's dead. No wonder they're not doing anything. Oh, and of course I've got a phone call. One sec. Okay, so that was irritating. 6 projectiles, at least, that it shoots out. Good against chips. So that was even worse than before. Mostly I think it's because I'm taking hits that I don't need to take. And to that end, I'm gonna make sure I kill the ships. That's what I'm gonna do first. There we go. Plasma leaders are beefed. And that should do it. Much better. Ideally, I wouldn't have gotten hit at all, but that's really hard when you're a giant flying target. Okay, much better. Didn't get a unit out of that, getting an S rank there, but that's okay. We can survive. Yeah, we're gonna beef up the resistances and health. Those are important. Again, our ally is gonna pretty much be stuck in this thing, so... And that means they're gonna die a lot. Oh, cool. I actually hit him. Well, I hit him with some of it. Most of our mobile suit killing is going to come from using the plasma leaders. They're great. They're kind of like funnels, I guess. Sort of. Also find that manually targeting doesn't work all the time. I do not want to go through there. Here we go. He's trying to stop our ideals from being realized. We've got to stop him, bros. Yeah. Tell my ally to go and super that. There we go. That went really well. Not a double S, though, so either I failed to kill a target or maybe got brushed by something, or wasn't fast enough. Could have been I wasn't fast enough. I don't think we get the GPO2 until after the naval review mission, which is soonish, I think. Alright, beefing up that durability, which is what counts for the most here. That's turning speed? I do want a bit of that. Possibly it is this mission. Okay, that's fine. I don't want to be stuck on these spaceships at all. That will hurt. As you can see, we just kind of scythe through them. They are pretty fragile to begin with, because there's a lot of them. Since I took a mountain of damage there, I still got a double S rank, so I don't know what I did. I think that's the time bonus kicking in. Doing it quickly counts. So it's not the naval review, it's the one after that, I guess. They decided to separate it into different missions for whatever reason. That's fine, they're allowed. Still beefing up our durability. The main reason we're going to go to the GPO2 is because it's got a beam bazooka, and I like those. I'm a sucker for those. It also has a nuke, but that's going to wind up killing my ally more than it does really anything else. So, there's a bit of that. So we got things to shoot. Lots of them. I'm already taking hits. There they are. I knew there was a way to shoot at these. And you do. They count for a certain amount of points. And they're moderately durable. Okay, so we like going for route Bs first. Although I think Route A is the one we need to take in order to get the GPO to, but whatever. Whatever, we're taking Route B. Got him. Please? Thank you. So we've taken a lot of damage, but we might be able to get quick finishes, relatively quick finishes that is. So that might count in our favor. Speed does matter. I forgot just how much it did matter. It calculates pretty high. Getting lots of kills is also very important. Clank. That is a fair number of enemies. I need to conserve a fair amount of SP in order to deal with pretty nasty enemies later. I tell my ally to please kindly make that not live. There we go. That went well. Muh Ideals. And here we see a freedom fighter and idealist in his natural habitat. Note that he never really establishes what his ideals actually are. Perhaps committing war crimes is his ideals. I don't know. Is, are, were, are, will be. Gato! Okay. Now for the... Oh my gosh, what are these hiccups? Well, he's dead. I think I forgot to kill one of the... Well, we got an S rank, so it doesn't matter now. Yeah. I think that's the Shima Custom Gelgoog Marine, which we will probably not be using. The Gerbera Tetra, on the other hand, we probably will. It's pretty nice. It's got a pretty good super attack. Okay. So beef up the accuracy. Beef up the projectile movement speed. Beef up that. We've got our general defensive stats taken care of. Yeah, it is a... She does have a beam machine gun, which is quite nice. And it's got decent stats, too. So it's like... The Shima... Garahao? I can't remember how to pronounce her name. Custom Gelgoog Marine is quite good. Unfortunately, it's got rapid cannon, which means it like sits there and you can't move while using it. I don't think. There's a couple weapons that do that, and they're really infuriating. Because it's like, this would have been really good, and it does hit hard over a short amount of time, but it's just you're kind of sitting there, moving backwards slightly from the recoil, not doing much that's relevant. The beam machine gun is pretty decent. It does quite a bit of damage per shot, and it is a substantial... It is 191 shots by default, which is bonkers, and we can up it to 213. We can up it quite a bit higher than that. That's pretty good. You just kind of coast around shooting that all friggin' match. It's not bad, but we're not going to use it because we can still get some more juice into our Val Wallow, whatever. we're going to be using that. Mm. Oh, I don't know why I popped that on a ball. Oh well. Gonna go for the ships first. Taking a few more hits than I'd like, but that's not that bad. I didn't want to do that at all. Ah, that's infuriating. In fact, that's so infuriating. I'm just gonna pop out and go back in. Difficulty with mobile armors is that they do keep moving. Not all of them. I mean, stuff like the new Zeal, I think, remains stationary, and anything with legs is going to basically walk. But any that are flying around types, like the Valvaro, the Elmeth, the Rafflesia, the Zacrello, the Big Row, those types, those you do not have as much actual control over as you'd like to think you do. I'm gonna go for these cannons first. I dislike them. Okay. Okay, with killing everything, which will be shortly, we open up the A route, which is easy, or straightforward to do. We have to kill these things. This is tricky. I'm going to boost up high into the air. Oh, right, this mission. So, I forgot about this. This is quite hard. So what we have to do here is blow all of these up. Or at least in a path so that the GPO2 can get through. We have a little while before it shows up. But not nearly as long as I'd like. It is... I missed. So they will deal a certain amount of damage to the GPO2, or he just dies, whatever. So this is actually easier with any other unit, so I may have to switch. It's easiest, of course, with the GPO2 itself, which sounds counterintuitive, but really isn't. So he got away. That's good. All right. Tell my ally to take care of that. And now we have the showdown. Which goes pretty well when you have giant electrical murder tasers. So the reason our score was low on that was we only got an A as A, we took a bunch of damage, but B, we took way too long. I don't think it's, yeah, it doesn't, of course not. That would be way too easy. So we are going to switch ourselves into the Gilgoog Marine, methinks. I could, of course, just beef up the Plasma Leader a lot, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave my ally in that thing. Yeah, that's got as much accuracy as I can fit in there, and we're going to hope that that is sufficient. I have my doubts. If worst comes to worst, I can go into invulnerability mode and put real serious work in. Yeah, again, go for the cannons. I do not have a double layer of SP yet. Yeah, as you probably guessed, that's pretty decent too. Got out my projectile speed though. Alright. A route is available. This part is tricky, as we saw before, but nothing too bad provided you make sure that you clear a field. Helps if I'm rotated the right way. Mostly just need to clear a path through the middle, sort of, which I'm not really doing. That one's way too far away. That one's better. So yeah, you have to get him through stealthily, and that's like a 10,000 point bonus objective, and that's why I've been flubbing. And you need to get this guy. There is a specific prescribed order in which you can do this, and it is very doable, but it is not tricky the first couple times. Ideally, I'd have something with an actual beam rifle. Actually, I could probably do this with the Draw C. Because the Draw C is a decent melee attack. Boy. Oh yeah, block that whole thing. Jerk. And I didn't get the burning kill either. Or whoever it is, Mancha. And right now I don't have anything that's gonna really do the job. I might be able to fake it with the Rigdom. You know, I'm actually gonna try it with the Dressy. Can't believe I'm about to do that. I just have to look at the map and clear a path. Because you see those big red and yellow circles on the overworld map, or on the mini map rather, and those are the problem spots, if you will. The first part's going to be tricky. The second part's, or the third part's going to be even harder. It depends on how much damage I can do with my Vulcan and whatnot. I think they might have low physical resistance. I wouldn't hold my breath on that. Then again, maybe they do. Taking way too many hits. May have to wait till I have the Gerber Tetra. You know, or just do the wrong thing entirely. That's fine. Oh, hey. Zoinks. Whatever, I need to get the points anyway. Oops. We do not want to do that. Actually, maybe we do. It's fine. Okay, well, I was hoping he wouldn't do that. That's okay. So we've gotten some stat boost, or we've gotten some points for that, which is good. We're gonna ignore you. We're gonna dump it into our beam saber, because we're gonna be using the beam saber to kill the cannons, which is not going to be as easy as it sounds. And I'm gonna have to find a path because I don't remember it. This is much easier with the double fin funnel Muh, I tell you. The other difficulty is the cannons do not provide SP when killing them. Okay, it's not too bad. Oops. Oh boy. Oh no. That's not good. So we want to stay away. And we want to save up a bunch of SP if we possibly can. That should do it. Boost off in the direction of point A. And so what we're going to be doing is doing boost attacks and doing a charged boost melee, which is L plus X to boost forward and then melee in the middle of that. Most importantly, we're going to take a second to look at the map and figure out where we need to be. Okay, we're there, and I think he starts at the same location that we do. So what we have to do is we have to clear a path straight down the middle, so that he can get to that far upper left-hand corner, I believe is where he starts. Unless he goes the other direction, and I don't remember now. So we've got to clear basically those front three in front of us, the next two, the one in the middle, and the one yeah. There's a lot of killing to be done. And of course, they are not going down as easy as I would like. This one is extremely durable. Oh my goodness. Okay, where is he? Okay, he's where I am. That's very good. Okay, and he's just traveling down that side, so let's... And he got spotted. Because of course he did. So which direction does he go? Does he just go... Yeah, he's got to get into that upper right-hand corner, and he starts... Okay. Let me... I may just restart this, and I'm obviously... I guess I can just do it along that far edge. If that's the case, I need to get the juice in order to... Okay. And I wasn't fast enough, so that's much easier. Now that I know what I need to do... Ow. Forgot how tricky this one was. That's okay. Now that we know what we're doing. The rest of these missions, once I get the GPO2, are going to be pretty easy. Ow. Oh, nice. I don't even care right now. This is fine. Okay, we are going to bail and go back in. I may just pick the Valvaro again. Because now that I know what I'm doing, I can target them pretty effectively. What I'm actually gonna do, I'll leave that. Gonna beef up my shooting machine guns. Alright. Third time's the charm. And we're just gonna take out the ones on the far left side. Alrighty. Why am I doing that? Why did you do that? You went the wrong way. That's infuriating. I tried to boost the other direction. That's right. Alternatively... I know it's not going to one-shot them, though. So I'm going to keep going that way. Alrighty. Fourth time's the charm. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay, good. I'm in the wrong lane. There we go. I don't like how he's just not taking damage. Alright, should be another wave. I tell my ally to just please kindly make those end. Boom. Okay, so this is the tricky part. So we've got to go up that entire left side, so anything that's on that left side has to go. That's easy. Okay. Not that one. The next one over. Not that one, not that one, that one. Come on. Please switch to the right one. Shit. None of these are the right ones. There we go. Why is it not targeting the one closest to me? Oh my god. Well, we're in trouble. Oh, and it spawned him way over there for no reason. So, this one's a failure again, already, because it decided to spawn wherever the hell it wanted to spawn. God damn it, Gato. So we're gonna have to wait until we get the Gerbera Tetra, because nothing else is gonna have the kill power. I'm not gonna get the Gerbera Tetra for friggin' ever. I'm getting a phone call. Give me a sec. Glad I picked that one up. That was an important phone call. That went pretty well, but except for, you know, that entire part in the middle where it didn't go very well at all. So actually killing those things is going to be very challenging. I'm only doing this so I can put points into these. Those Gatlings simply don't do enough work, so I'm going to pump the points into that. for now. So I'm gonna have to wait on that one because that one's just stupendously difficult. No, yes, there we go. Colony Jack. This is a colony, it's floating there. Nobody wants it, so we're gonna take it. We're gonna use it for idealistic purposes, such as killing Jaburo. Blowing up Jaburo. Alright, moving right along. Still using the Valve Arrow because it is just good enough. Let's pump into that. Yeah, that went pretty well. Don't know that it's going to give us anything from all that. Gave us a new mission. Yay. On the moon. Or something. On some lunar-looking surface, anyway. Alright, we almost have this thing beefed up. Actually, I'll go with more ammo over more reload. The hot area. Oh yes. We are going to Atlanta, Georgia. Space. Lots of GM Sniper 2s, which are like my natural enemy. Took a lot of damage there, so we're gonna have to rerun that. That's fine. I'm going to be more aggressive about telling my ally to use super attacks, because that is pretty effective. It's mostly that this area is kind of... I'm going to do this largely blind and hope that things connect. Be surprised how often that works. Took way too much damage yet again, because of course we did. Oh boy. Let's move along. Alright, so we want point B, as always. Oh my god, why am I so popular today? This is ridiculous. Okay, that one was less important. GM quells. Easy. Should be an S. It is, thank goodness. No new units though, because sometimes we just can't have nice things. So we're going to do that over and get the A route, I guess. Fortunately, we've got lots of missiles. Oh no, I missed. There we go. Alright, so we're going for Route A this time. Now for the hard part. Ah! We do not want that. That's not exactly easy to prevent. Alrighty. I still got an S rank for it, so that's fine. Still got absolutely nothing out of that whole ordeal. That is less fine. Okay, let's give this one yet another college try. What I'm gonna do, and it may not be advisable. So I'm gonna bump up the damage on at least one of my weapons to see if I can just take out some of these cannon turrets in a reasonable time frame. The difficulty is targeting the right ones. What I'm going to try doing to target the right ones is to how do I phrase this? Basically put untarget and then retarget by double tapping R. I'm not sure how well that's going to work. I don't think that's going to do enough damage. The alternative is I try to melee the things to death. Which might work. Emphasis on might. Give it a go. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? It won't work. Ha! None of this is working. So remember A route, and then... If I can reliably two-shot them like this, I can make that work. There's another wave after that. Nope, that's it. Okay. So what I'm going to try to do is clear as many of these things as I can. I am not optimistic that I'm going to be able to do enough damage. Oh my god, it's doing like nothing. So this is already off to a horrible start. Oh my gosh, please hit him. Where is he? Where is he? Okay, I can make this work. I can make this work. No, I can't. God damn it! I remember this being hard before, but I don't remember it being this hard. And he's just taking mountains of damage because he's a freaking idiot who just stands there. What I can try is doing it is leveling up. The SEMA. No, I may as well at that point just go for the. I'll wait till I get the Gerbera Tetra and do that, because that I believe has a stronger weapon set and super attack in any event. get some extra juice out of this. Boom. God, that's really infuriating. Jesus. There we go. That'll do 60 damage per tick. I think this is the mission that we get, yeah, Lily Marlene. We should get the Gerber Tetra from this, one of the two routes. Did not want that. So we're just going to use lots of missiles and pray that he doesn't do that, which he did. These are missiles and they are closing on me. It says the enemy is exterminated, but I didn't kill it. And we only got a B rank, which is absolutely atrocious. Give me something. Okay. I can work with that. I can work with that. Not very well, but I can work with it. I think that's the reload. I'll bump that up while I'm at it. So, more beam machine gun shenanigans from here on out. Lots of them. And I'm a much smaller target, so I should be able to avoid things better. Also quite speedy. That went much better. I don't think that gives me anything, but that went much better. Let's see. I also need to improve projectile flight time. Accuracy is nice, but flight time is very important. We're gonna go and try this one that I only got a B rank on one more time. I don't think it's gonna go very well, but we'll give it a shot. This is one that the Valvaro is actually quite good at, although it has a hard time really hurting the GPO3, which is just kind of a monster anyway. It is going to boost a lot. Except when doing that, because it doesn't let us. Now for the hard part. Fortunately has an eye field, which just kind of makes a joke of my beam machine gun. And he can do that. that was really poor. We're not going to worry about that. I don't think I get the GBU2 or anything useful from it anyway, so we're not going to worry about it. It does have a beam saber. It doesn't have a shield, and not having a shield hurts a lot. Bump up the damage on the missile pod while I'm at it. And I think this is the last one, and it is a two-parter, and it is not easy. Yeah. I don't really have anything at this stage that can go toe-to-toe with the GBU3, unfortunately. This can't. The Valvaro can't. I am chipping away at his health. That's something. He got away. Oh, my partner's dead, no wonder. So that's great. Not going for that target point just yet. The 110mm machine gun mounted to my wrist is quite strong, but it's kind of spray and pray, and I have to be completely stationary to fire it, which is deeply frustrating. Still, it looks boss. So, solar system control vessel. We need to keep them from using giant parabolic mirrors. I don't know what that hiccup was about. Main thing is to keep moving, even if that means not actively targeting an enemy. Ow! No, you don't. Oh, I wanted to kill the other things first. That's not ideal. If I'm lucky, I'll get the new Zeal out of this, but probably not. So one of the disadvantages of using the beam machine gun on the GBU3 is that it does have the eye field now. You can see I am chipping away at it, but I'm basically doing half damage at any given time, which is less than terrific. We did pretty well, aside from the fact that it was an A rank, because I missed a whole ton of kills that I should have been able to get. So that sucked. I won't get the new Zeal after that when I get it after a different mission. I'm going to go for the A route on this one. I'm just going to beef up the... I can't beef up the accuracy. I can only beef up the projectile travel time. I could make my ally the Gerbera Tetra as well, which would get it more points more quickly. And we're not going to worry about it for now. So we're going to go after... so A route, I believe, is the one in which I have to deal with twice the GPO-3. So I'm going to see what we can do there. 3 times the GPO-3, whatever. I think it's in the second route as well. My partner's already dead because the ships tore him a new one. They're actually dangerous in this game. Oh, nice. So, not even going to be able to do that much. Great. As he just sits and spins, cackling over my misfortune. Jerk. Eat your carrots. Not carrot eating. Not carrot eater. Ha. Showed him. Let's try that again. It would help if I had any actual durability stats, but I'm basically relying on never getting hit. Which is a win some, lose some. Nice. Nice. Just getting shot to pieces here. I'm going to save up for an invulnerability sequence and see if that'll help. Wow. That was bullshit. But okay. Fuck me, why did this work out the first time and completely implode the second? I'm just not going to even target the space vessels at this point. What sort of rail go for them first? I don't know. Oh, wow. That's just great. It's not quick enough. Well, he got away. That's nice. Good for him. Let's get out of here. Ideally, you want to kill him. He gives you a bunch of extra points. use a lot of Zaku 2s. Ow. Now for the hard part. Oh. Don't look at me. Don't you dare. Come on. There we go. Nice. That went well. I'll take that S rank. Yeah, we got absolutely nothing for all that. So that was just awful. Okay, now it's the cleanup mission, which is a huge pain in the rear. Now we have a disgustingly accurate beam machine gun, where nearly every projectile is going to connect. Because they are going to curve like nobody's business. Like, I can shoot off angle and they are going to curve practically right around. It's gross. I'm going to kill the ships first, because they're a big threat. Once I get a super, I can dispatch a bunch of them very quickly. Come on. Zeon went down, which is no real surprise. Ideally, you do not want that to happen. Ow! Joke. Don't want to be that close to the exit point. Come on, stop it. Just shoot him. So we don't want to escape. We want to shoot the things. As you can see, those bullets just are curving right in to connect. There we go. It's a lot of enemies. That may be the last of them. That should rank me reasonably well. It's an S rank, that's very good. That should get me the new Zeal, which I can use to get the GPO 2. Sounds back-assward, but that's how it is. So, we kind of succeeded. We did drop a colony, but it got shifted ever so slightly. So instead of plastering Jabro like our stated objective, it winds up going and let's make sure we pick Zeon here. Axis. I don't think I've had the pink-haired one yet. So we're gonna just get into here. Gunning. They've been showing that one a lot. So we can now use SFS units. We now have the the Gato Rickdom. We now have the new Zeal. We now have the GPO2. So maybe getting that other mission doesn't actually matter. These are really short, and what I'll probably do is for next week, I'll do this one and then a rerun of all of these missions, which should go a lot smoother, because I've got a character that's leveled up worth a darn, and I'll have the Game Alk and the Queen Mantha. Now, the new Zeal also does not require a new type, even though it has like all kinds of wire-guided weapon shenanigans. Where's that Gato Rick Dom? Oh, it's probably in the 0079 era. They have a couple that do that. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna take the GPO2. I'm gonna beef up its beam bazooka because I'm gonna be doing charge shots out the wazoo. Oh, I can't, right. Alright, so I've maxed out the Valvaro. Where are you, New Zeal? New Zeal, there we go. The New Zeal is dope. The New Zeal is very strong. Actually, because I've got my ally using it, I'm going to beef up its defensive statistics. The GPO2, how much shield health? It only has 1023. I thought it was more than that. That's still a fair amount. We're going to be using the GPO2. The new Zeal is space only, I believe. You can't use it on the ground until you get the terrain limiter release thing, which happens eventually. Ow. Not one-shotting them yet. Trust me, the only person more sick of this mission is me. So what I need is I need the nukes. And I have enough for one. And oh, you bet this thing has a nuke. Bet you're a sweet bippy. We're gonna shoot it over that way. And we're gonna hope for the best. That didn't land anywhere near it. And yeah, that hurts our ally. You're gosh darn right. To clear a path here. What's that? We're gonna shoot a nuke over that way. It's probably gonna kill our ally. That's okay. And that should do it. Yes, it took great sacrifice, but we have succeeded. Go for it, Gato. Go, Gato, go! Faster, please! I am so sick of this place. Oh my god, you have no idea, Gato. Get your ideals in gear and move! Unfortunately, unlike some of the later games in the series, you cannot revive your allies. Once they're down, they're down. Get out of here. Get out! There we go. Oh, of course. Now we have to worry about shields again. Pretty lucky lately, but we're gaining SP for every shot we do pop, so... except for that one. That one we won't get anything for. Oh, I wasn't fully turned around, so it didn't correct enough. That one, his shield just got in the way. Okay, now for the easy part. I prefer it if my ally actually did something there. There we go. God, thank God that's over with. Ugh, that was awful. Which one is this? Oh, the Lily Marlene. This mission belongs to that end. I'm actually going to swap into the new Zeal myself. Fortunately, it's much easier to use than the Valvaro. Those miss sometimes. Got actual decent funnel type things as well, which are nice. Actually gonna ignore those for now. Better run. That's not where I wanted to be. Did I get him? I got him! Stop it. Get out of here. There we go. I took some hits, but that shouldn't be that big. Really? Well, we got Seema as a pilot. No, don't ask why. don't ask questions. There's no percentage in it. This one I think is the one I want to use because it has a lot of different projectiles that can connect. It's very strong. Of course, this one's quite strong too. They're all pretty damn strong. They're all worth your time. It also has some of the strongest funnel analogs in the game in terms of raw per shot damage. That's to make up for the fact that it's not shooting like 12 of them at once. Or in the case of stuff like that game, like 4. I forgot that this was a multi-targeter. That's less ideal. I can make that work for me, though. There we go. That should be better. There we go. Much better. Can breathe a nice sigh of relief there. Just have to get an S rank on the B route of this one. I will feel that my job has been done, and done well. Hope that our ally is going to do something about that. Come. Got him. We obviously do not want to go over there. B route. There we go. Now for the tricky bit. We do, in fact, want to hit all of the little enemies. Quite what I wanted to do. And now for the wrap-up. Where we just shoot that thing to pieces. It's a lot of missiles. A lot. Oh, so many missiles. So yeah, that is the 0083 segment. Of Gundam Battle Universe. I hope you have enjoyed, as I have enjoyed, for I most indubitably have. I am gonna crank up those. Claw arm sub-weapon is dope. The whole thing. It's even got a decent melee set, because they're really big. But you're also a giant target. Fortunately, you've got that eye field. So yeah, no, thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't enjoy, I'm sorry, I guess. If you did enjoy, that's great. Feel free to tune in. I do this every week. Next week, it is entirely possible that I will not be doing Gundam Battle Universe. I may be doing MechWarrior 5's demo slash beta that they'll be coming out with tomorrow-ish. We shall see. I may also just be streaming that tomorrow, and then make sure I reserve time for this. But yeah, coming up, we've got the Zeta era. Come on. Zeta era, which we're going to have the Gaza Sea for like a week. Like all of the missions until the very last, or one of the last couple. And then we'll have the Cubile, which is, again, one of the strongest units in the game until you get the double fin funnel Nu, which outperforms it. And I put the Gamalk up there because the Gamalk is my bae, my mecha waifu, if you will. But yeah, I seem to recall that the Axis Zeon in Zeta era is only about 5 missions long. It's not a very long sequence, but it is hard because you have very little to work with. But yeah, we will see that next week. I do, as ever, have other streams. I do a Warframe Wednesday stream on Wednesdays where I do something Warframe related. I have a stream on Saturday, a Storytime Saturday stream where I read short stories, and I may be starting up a Spandex Sunday stream where I will be doing City of Heroes / Villains with a friend or two if we can reliably set that up. If we cannot reliably set it up, then that's probably just going to go down the tubes. I tried once before Spandex Thursdays, which I've been told may have been in poor taste, but it didn't quite work out. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, in any case, thanks for tuning in, and enjoy, as ever. Enjoy life. Hopefully it's a nice day wherever you are. If it's not a nice day, well, I'm sorry to hear that. There will be a nice day later, and you can enjoy that one. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning in, and have a great one.